This is the Iowa Weather Report for Friday, November 8th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At noon today, we have some energy moving into the Dakotas. We have another piece of energy moving off the east coast of the United States and into the Canadian Maritimes. But that system off to our west is going to barely affect the state, mainly the far northern counties, with maybe an isolated shower. Otherwise, an increase in cloudiness, at least in the northern half, with highs in the 40s north to near 60s south and west, with southwesterly winds that'll switch around to the north and west on Saturday, but temperatures will still be relatively warm. Highs maybe near 50 north to near 60 south, with mainly sunny skies. And then on Sunday, it looks to be maybe a degree or two cooler, with highs upper 40s to maybe mid to upper 50s from northeast to south and west. But unfortunately, that high pressure over Canada will begin to nose in here to begin the work week. And the GFS in this run is a lot drier, so the snow chances that we've been talking about look to be greatly diminished. Maybe some snow, but any accumulation will be very light, if any. But the cold air, that's not going away. High pressure will be over Omaha Tuesday. That could mean lows maybe in the teens on Tuesday morning, with highs barely making it out of the 30s to near 40. Wednesday morning doesn't look much better. Lows maybe around 20 to maybe 26, 27. But the winds switch around to the south and west. That'll boost temperatures back into the 40s to low to mid 50s across the state. And that warmer weather looks to continue even on Thursday, although the height levels do come down, so temperatures may be a few degrees cooler on Thursday, but there's no precipitation anywhere nearby. Most of the country is relatively quiet at this point. Next Friday, though, it still looks to remain somewhat quiet across most of the country. Some energy off across northern California moving into the Sierra Nevadas. Otherwise, most of the energy is stuck up in Canada. And with that, there could be a frontal system that's going to try to make a run at us along the U.S.-Canadian border. The Gulf of Mexico looks fairly agitated, and some rain and mountain snow in the Pacific Northwest, but nothing around here except slightly warmer conditions. Going a couple days later, here's November the 19th, we have a somewhat cut-off low or upper-level feature over Indiana and Kentucky. That'll be starting to lift out, and that will look to bring some, maybe a little bit of rain shower activity across the east, maybe a little bit of mountain snow in the Appalachians, but nothing around here, although a few days prior to this, there will be some rain at that point. Rain and snow in the north and west, and as we move ahead to the end of the forecast on November the 23rd, we have a cutoff type feature over or off the Carolina coast, otherwise fairly zonal across the country, and with a zonal flow as we head toward the end of November, that's going to keep temperatures relatively near seasonal levels with highs in the 40s to low to mid 50s, some rain and maybe a little bit of mountain snow in New England, and some rain and mountain snow in the Pacific Northwest, but as you can see, nothing around here. Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening, we had several pockets of clouds across the north and west, the Rockies, and also across Texas, but outside of New England, it's fairly quiet as well. Watch warning map from last evening, some winter weather issues in Montana, Idaho, and into Yellowstone Park in Wyoming, some wind issues there as well, and some frost advisories across Alabama and northwestern Georgia. Taking a look at the AQPF chart, here's precipitation over the next 5 days through Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock, showing very little, if anything, around here, even north of here. Heaviest precipitation looks to be across the Pacific Northwest coast.